President Trump a short time ago telling Walmart that the company should, I'm quoting now, eat the cost.
Walmart plans to cut about 1,500 jobs in a restructuring aimed at trimming its expenses and speed up decision making. The Wall Street Journal reports that the company told employees it will reshape some of its teams, particularly in global technology.
Walmart says their first quarter profits slipped and they have to raise their prices as a result of the tariffs, threatening their low price model.
Buckle up, America. Donald Trump has just dropped a bombshell that's rocking the nation to its foundation. With the audacity of a prizefighter, he's slammed a 50% tariff on copper imports, a gut punch aimed straight at Canada, and the fragile web of trade that's held North America together for generations. This isn't a quiet policy shift, it's a seismic jolt, a declaration of economic war that's got everyone from Wall Street to Main Street reeling. Copper, the unsung hero powering your car, your home, your phone, everything, is now a political weapon, and Trump's wielding it like a sledgehammer. The fallout? It's immediate, it's ugly, and it's about to hit you where it hurts. What's behind this reckless move? And who's caught in the crossfire? Let's peel back the chaos. Picture this. Trump strides to the podium, eyes blazing, and vows, "We're taking back control. America's workers come first." The room explodes with cheers, but beyond the hype, a cold reality sets in. Copper isn't just metal, it's the pulse of progress, from electric grids to high-tech gadgets. Slapping a 50% tariff on it doesn't just tweak costs, it detonates them. Analysts are stunned, whispering about a domino effect that could cripple industries overnight. This is Trump's America First playbook on steroids, but at what cost? The stage is set for a showdown, and the tension is electric. Hold onto your wallets, because Trump's tariff isn't pulling punches, it's pummeling the U.S. economy into submission. Car prices have blasted to $50,000, a brutal 15 to 20% spike that slaps an extra $6,000 on every hood. Want a new ride? Good luck, that's a year's grocery budget gone in a flash. Housing's no escape either. Home costs are up $2,000, stacked on top of earlier tariffs on Canadian steel, aluminum, and lumber. The American dream? It's slipping through cracked fingers as families stare at a future they can't afford. Nowhere is the pain sharper than in the heartland. Farmers are drowning in despair, their corn rotting in Iowa fields while Illinois factories grind to a halt. This isn't just a bad season, it's a death knell for rural America, where trust in Washington's promises has evaporated like morning dew. Trump pitched this as a lifeline for the little guy, but it's starting to look like a noose. "I can't keep up," says Ohio factory owner Mark Hensley, his voice heavy with defeat. "Coppa's my lifeline, and this tariff's choking me out." His story's not unique. It's a chorus echoing from coast to coast. The National Association of Manufacturers warns of a $50 billion hit and 100,000 jobs on the chopping block. Inflation's lurking, ready to pounce. Can America survive this self-inflicted wound? The irony stings. The Rust Belt faithful who hoisted Trump to power are now the ones staggering under his policy. Prices for everyday essentials, phones, appliances, solar panels are climbing fast, and there's no relief in sight. This isn't just about numbers, it's about lives unraveling. How long before the cracks turn into a collapse? While Trump swings his tariff hammer, Walmart's not standing still. They're staging a rebellion of their own. The retail giant's scrambling to rip up its supply chain playbook, slashing ties with Canada and hunting for new lifelines overseas. This isn't a tweak, it's a full-scale exodus, a desperate bid to dodge the tariffs' jaws and keep shelves stocked. But it's a high-wire act. New suppliers mean new costs, new risks, and a logistical nightmare that could leave Walmart and its customers high and dry. The stakes are sky-high, and failure's not an option for a company that's America's shopping backbone. Walmart's execs are burning the midnight oil, rerouting deals to Asia and beyond, but the clock's ticking. We're racing against chaos, one insider admits, sweat beating as deadlines loom. The gamble's massive. If they pull it off, they're heroes. If they don't, empty aisles and angry shoppers could tank their empire. This isn't just business, it's survival. And it's a front-row seat to how corporate America wrestles with political curveballs. Will Walmart outmaneuver Trump's chaos, or will it become another casualty? Across the border, Canada's not blinking. They're building a fortress. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's keeping it cool, no grandstanding, just strategy. Behind closed doors, he's rallying Titans, Ford, GM, Stellantis, and plotting a counterattack that's all about outlasting the storm. Canada's doubling down on its 2026 electric vehicle target, leaning on carbon credits and homegrown muscle to defy Trump's squeeze. And here's the twist. They're ditching the U.S. market, pivoting to global buyers with a precision that's downright surgical. This is a retreat. It's a power play. Trudeau's betting big, targeted tariffs on U.S. icons like bourbon and motorcycles, plus trade missions to Europe and Asia. Canada's not just surviving, it's thriving, proving it doesn't need America's shadow to shine. We stand firm, Trudeau declares, his calm masking a steely resolve. Meanwhile, Canadians are hitting back. U.S. wine sales are down 30%, swapped for local brews, and Florida's beaches are losing out to European charm. Is this the spark of a full-blown trade war or Canada's ticket to independence? The world's watching and the ripples are spreading. Foreign investors are flocking to Toronto and Vancouver, betting on Canada's stability over America's volatility. Global trust is tilting north, and that's a plot twist Trump didn't script. Could this be the moment the U.S. loses its grip on the continent? Zoom out, and the truth cuts deep. Trump's tariff was meant to flex strength, but it's exposing weakness. America's credibility is crumbling, replaced by a Canada that's steady, smart, and unshaken. This isn't just about copper. It's about who the world can count on. Trump's brash bets are alienating allies and bruising his own backyard, while Canada's quiet grit is rewriting the rules. Is this the dawn of a Canadian century? Experts see a darker edge. Trade wars don't heal fast, warns economist Laura Tyson. Once you break these ties, they're gone for good. The U.S.-Canada bond, a cornerstone of prosperity, is fraying, and the scars could last decades. Farmers, workers, families, they're the real losers in this political poker game. What happens when the chips fall? Trump's tariff has ignited a firestorm, and the ashes are still settling. America's economy is buckling, prices soaring, farmers fading, while Walmart scrambles to dodge the wreckage. Canada's not just holding ground, it's carving a new path, proving resilience can outshine recklessness. The world's picking sides, and the U.S. might not like the lineup. Where does this end? A battered America licking its wounds? A triumphant Canada rising from the fray? Or a trade war that drags us all down? One thing's for damn sure. This is bigger than tariffs. It's a fight for the soul of a continent. What's your take? Can Trump turn this mess into a win, or has he just handed Canada the keys to the kingdom? Trump's tariff tsunami has unleashed chaos across North America, a reckless swing that's left the U.S. economy reeling. Prices for cars, homes, and essentials have skyrocketed, hammering families and strangling the heartland. Farmers watch crops rot, factories grind to a halt, and the Rust Belt, Trump's loyal backbone, buckles under the weight of broken promises. Meanwhile, Walmart, America's retail titan, scrambles in a desperate rebellion, tearing apart its supply chain to dodge the wreckage. Across the border, Canada doesn't flinch. Trudeau's cool-headed pivot turns a gut punch into a global power play, forging new alliances with surgical precision. The immediate fallout is raw: economic pain, corporate chaos, and a continent teetering on the edge. But this isn't just about copper or cash. It's about trust, shattered and bleeding. America's brash gamble has torched its credibility, alienating allies and wounding its own. Canada, steady and unshaken, rises as a beacon of resilience, rewriting the rules while the U.S. stumbles in self-inflicted ruin. The scars of this tariff war could carve a new global order, one where faith in Washington fades and Toronto's star ascends. Decades from now, we may look back on this as the moment